Always seem to be left in these lobbies on my own. Always the bride, never the bridesmaid. This is my review of the new Monster Hunter Exoprimal announcement. I am CouchCube, and let's get this dissection started. And it's important to mention that it does seem to be a bit more world focused than Rise, featuring the Nogagante set, which I don't think is in Rise. That's a Monster Hunter World adversary. And we also feature the base armor for Rathalos, which is quite old school. It's the early version of it. It's not the sort of current gen versions we've seen previously. I will include the link to the trailer in the description so you don't have to have me ruining it, and I also want to talk about the reskinning of the Grunt Raptors. It did dawn on me when I first played this game. It's a 5-player co-op monster sort of hunting / shooting game. I was really baffled as to why they dreamt up brand new models for all of this when they must have had them all in-house at Capcom anyway. I think that team wanted to concentrate on some sort of paleo realism, and I do have to mention how cool the sword looks. It's like the longsword is like made for this game. It's pretty damn cool. That character just comes with a sword as standard in Exoprimal.
Metrics indicate that you are supremely talented hunters.
So that's some of the new cosmetics covered. Let's talk about the monsters they're going to inject in, and they are going to lift them straight out of the Monster Hunter series, and we just do have Rathalos making a blatant appearance. I thought that set may have just been a teaser, but no, straight in. This is going to be really interesting and a lot of fun. The attack patterns will have to be vastly changed because this game is very projectile heavy, but what an interesting one. This is Pink Rathalos in World, and it's slightly more aggressive with the attack pattern, but you can see what I mean. They will have to really change it up, and I imagine it will be airborne a lot more, which will be epic, firing some of the specials at it as it careers overhead to take down all 4 members of your team with its fire and that deadly tail. I was kind of taken aback by the next section because the introduction just blatantly looks like Rajang is going to be an enemy, but they just have to put disclosure in. It's actually a skin for the tank character. Blew my mind. I was like, what the hell? But, you know, and the emoji that Rajang does in a second, you can't really unsee that. So I'm very happy with this announcement. Capcom have always done their collaborations incredibly well. I do distinctly remember them putting in a Resident Evil one for Monster Hunter World, and you had Leon's skins and all these cool sort of trinkets and stuff to hang off him and open and unlock, and even a zombie mission that they put in. So very much looking forward to them not half-assing this piece of DLC, and I imagine it's probably going to be paid. I think it's done a quite good job, this game, with giving us free content as an online service. Did also want to mention, since covering the recent patch of this game, I've moved it over to my HD drive. So disclosure, it was always sitting on my SSD. It kind of runs like crap now. I've gone down to like 40 frames per second, things stop and start, so I wasn't aware of that. This game is quite SS dependent. I didn't think that. I didn't think it was up there with Starfield, etc. Also wanted to mention that I am still playing Rise, and I'm still due to get the Sunbreak DLC. I can only apologise to anybody who found me through my Monster Hunter vs Rise video, which is doing really well. It's about to hit 10,000 views, so massive thank you to the internet for that one. It would be super cool to see like a massive merge with the Monster Hunter franchise and Exoprimal. I think some of those weapons from Monster Hunter could do well in this game, but it's so strange how they're completely parallel to each other on a development level, and they didn't think of all of this stuff before, because it will totally work, and I cannot wait to see this game have a new injection of Monster Hunter monsters in it.
Summoning raptors. dinosaur colony.
Was of course Couch Coop, and I will keep you posted with more news on this collaboration because it's kind of a match made in heaven for me. The Monster Hunter series is one of my favourite Capcom franchises of all time, and this is doing really well. I still play it. It's still on Game Pass. It cost me next to nothing, so it is totally worth a look. I have been Couch Coop, and we'll see you down there.
Combat test complete. You are victorious. Subject performance evaluation complete. Your combat has been deemed extra satisfactory. Please leverage this rest interval for maximum recuperation.
I can hardly keep track of all the people showing up willing to help us in this fight. It's only a matter of time before we take out John Seed and rescue Hudson. Don't you worry.
In the west shall rise a sinister creed. The rich will get what they